Hello crochet friends, today I'm going to be sharing 12 free no-sew amigurumi crochet patterns that you can make today. So hi, I'm Nicola, welcome to my channel Crochet with Nicola, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for supporting me. Today I'll be sharing 12 free no-sew patterns that I just love and really want to make myself. So I will be linking them in the description down below. If you are interested, you can find them there. The first one I want to share with you is a easy no-sew amigurumi carrot, which I think is just really cute. I just love anything small and adorable that I can crochet up really quickly, and I think this would be one of those. The second one is a crochet heart, which is just really pretty. You can make it in lots of colors. I think this one would actually be really good for like Valentine's Day or just leaving them out and about. There's this thing called Random Acts of Crochet Kindness, where you have a little crochet thing, whether it's a heart or a worry worm, and you print out these little forms, like these pieces of paper, then you can laminate them and leave them out and about saying, hey, if you find this, if you're having a rough day, take me home, and stuff like that. And I think this would be one that's really good for that sort of thing. I think it would just be really sweet to leave them out and about for someone to find. The third one is a boba tea. Now, I've seen these over the years. They are so adorable, and I've always wanted to make one. I really need to get around to it. I think that might be one of the next things I'm looking at making, because they are just really cute. I think it would look nice on your desk. I think that would be really cool. The fourth one is actually one of my own free crochet patterns. It's my Pocket Loaf Piggy. Which I just love all things Pocket Loaf. I am actually making a collection for them. So that's mine that I offer currently for free. I did just make it in the plush yarn. So this is what it actually looks like when it's made in the plush yarn. On my free pattern I used acrylic, but I really wanted to see just what it would look like in the plush yarn. So there's that one as well if you would like to make that. The fifth one is a crochet ghost pattern. Now, I love all things Halloween, so I think this would be a really good one around that time. I'm all about giving out little plushes as well as the candy to kids that come around on Halloween. Halloween's not actually very big in Australia, but we occasionally get a couple kids coming around, so I like to give out those, and some of them just get so excited when they realize they've gotten a little plush, and you know, the older ones are like, okay, cool, I'll give it to my younger sibling or something, but I still just like to add that little touch. So the next one is a crochet flower pot. Now, I was really worried at first about how this would be a no-sew one, but upon inspection, it actually is really nice, and then it looks like it might be a bit more of a complicated no-sew pattern, but I really want to actually try this one. I've been wanting to put little flowers around the house just to brighten things up a little bit, get some more colour, and with natural flowers they just die so quickly and they can be quite pricey, so I think this would be nice just to have around the house as a little thing. So I think that one's a really nice one. I think that's also going on my list of things to make. So the seventh one is a turtle. I love all things sea animals, turtles being one of my biggest favorites, and I've never actually made a crochet turtle. I knitted one back when I first started learning to knit and crochet. About 10 years ago now. I knitted a turtle, but I've never actually crocheted one, so this is definitely going on my list as well, because who doesn't love a crochet turtle? They're just so cute. My question is, how on earth would you make them as no-sew? I'm definitely going to have to look into that. I think you just crochet the head onto it like you do all the other pieces, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But my next problem would be choosing the colors. What color would it be? I would probably end up with just half a dozen, if not a dozen, crochet turtles on my desk, if I am being honest here. I love turtles that much. So the 8th one is a no-sew chick crochet pattern, which I think is just really cute. You could make it up really quick, which I really love, those quick mindless crochet items. It looks like it would be really nice to have at a market stall. I am going to my first markets in December, so I have about 5 months to get ready for that. And I think this would just be nice in like a little $5 basket. I'm thinking about doing a lucky dip where you wrap them up and they don't know what they're getting and they just pick one randomly. I'm thinking this pattern would be really nice just for something like that, just for a nice cheaper item if they don't have much money or they don't want to spend much money on one of the bigger items. I think this pattern would be really nice for that. So the 9th one is this pocket frog, which I love. I think it's really cute. I also think it would be really good for the lucky dip idea that I just spoke about. I think this one would be really nice for that. I really do love frogs. I love the leggy frogs. I have made one of those once. I definitely want to make more of them, but I think this one's a nice cute one as well that would do really good in just a market stall, just as a nice little thing, and they come up so quickly. So I think this one would be really good for that as well. The 10th one is a mini cupcake amigurumi, which I just love it. It is so pretty, and I'm just already picturing all the different colors you could do. You could add like sprinkles, and I really love that. I'm all things cupcakes. I'm a big sweets, not sweets, just junk. What would be referred to as junk food. I am big on cupcakes, I'm big on chips, I'm big on just all that sort of stuff. So I really just love these, and I think they would also look really nice on a desk and stuff. So I want to make one and actually turn it into a pincushion. That's on my list. That is something I've been meaning to do for months now, so I think this one would be a really nice one to do that with. So the 11th one is just so adorable. It's a tiny Rex, which I just love. It's so adorable. This one is also definitely going on my list of things to make. I love dinosaurs, and my partner Ryan also really loves dinosaurs, so I think this would be just totally adorable to surprise him with. And you know, another great market make, I think. Just a nice little thing that you could throw in the lucky dip, or just have as a nice little one if they're not wanting to spend too much money. And it is adorable, and I'm picturing all the colors you could make it in as well. So last but definitely not least is this goldfish. I love this. I've actually owned fish quite a few times in the past, and I think this is just a beautiful pattern. It is so adorable. I'm probably definitely going to make one of these for my brother. He also has owned a lot of fish. There's actually some tragic stories there, so I think he would actually really appreciate one that's not going to have a tragic backstory too. So I might make this one for him actually. So yeah, those are 12 no-sew free amigurumi patterns that I have either made myself or is on my to-do list. Absolutely. My problem is going to pick which one to make first. Oh, there's so many to choose from. So like I said before, I will link them in the description down below. If you want to make them, they will be there for you to find. I really hope you have enjoyed this video, and let me know if you do end up making any. Put one in the comments, let me know. I would love to see them. So thank you again for watching this video. I hope you have found at least 1 or 2 patterns that you really like and want to make. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, and just let me know what you think if you would like to see more. I'm definitely thinking I want to keep making more videos like this just to help people find more patterns that they love and just might not know about. So I hope you have a wonderful day full of crocheting. Bye!